back to my channel. It is Kiera, and today I'm gonna be talking about purpose because, for one, I've been struggling with purpose. Like, what am I here for? What am I supposed to be doing? Why is this job not lining up with what I feel my purpose is? Is it supposed to be this thing? Should it be that thing? Like, listen, we've all been there. We're probably there right now, a lot of us. But listen, there is purpose in everybody's life. As long as you have breath in your lungs, there is still purpose for you, okay? We are also going to be discussing how you can develop the feeling of being purposeful, to open up your mind again to knowing, like, hey, I'm important. There is hope. There is light at the end of the tunnel for me. I have no reason to feel purposeless. So first of all, when you have no hope or feel like there is no purpose for you, or that you cannot see a way out of your situation, that opens the doors to feeling super anxious, to feeling depressed, to feeling like you just cannot go on with your life. And listen, I understand, because again, I have been there. I've been struggling with it as of lately, okay? Sometimes you really got to get very, very serious and very clear with God about what it is that you are struggling with and the things that you would like Him to show you in that season. When you think about the things that you're good at, the things that God has given you that He really doesn't give to everyone. You know, sometimes when God gives us gifts, it's because we are the people that are meant to carry out that task. We have to learn how to utilize that. We have to learn how to tap into that, because that is where our happiness lies. A lot of times we feel like, oh my goodness, my life is just not going the way that I want it to go. I'm so miserable when I clock in. I just hate it. I can't find any peace or any happiness in my life. And it is because we are operating outside of what our purpose is. Like, you cannot be happy if you're not doing the thing that you're meant to do. Like, if a dog walked around and was made to meow all day, he would be miserable because he is made to bark, okay? Roof, roof. But the thing about it is, sometimes life takes you through things to get you to your purpose. But don't ever count yourself out, because every single step of your life is meant to bring you to something greater and bigger, or to the next level. For instance, if your dream is to stand in front of a crowd and speak to them about inspiration, about motivation, and you have never been in front of a crowd to give a speech or to lead or to talk, or maybe you don't even feel comfortable talking regardless of the situation, and you're currently working a job where you have to speak to people all the time, that is probably the training that you need to get you to where you need to be for the big thing. We all have to be shaped and molded into who we are meant to be. We can't just walk into that thing, because we could lose it because we don't have the skill necessary to maintain it. I remember becoming a training coordinator, but before I had to become a training coordinator at this job that I worked at, I had to do several other things. I had to learn all of the other departmental trainings before I could say, hey, I'm now the training coordinator, because there's some things that you have to master. You have to learn how to master things before we actually become the person that we need to be, right? Because there's certain skills that we need to have to maintain this new great thing. Don't be discouraged because you feel like you are at a job that you hate. Take note of what that job may be teaching you. What is in my eye? Is it teaching you patience? Is it teaching you how to be empathetic? Is it teaching you how to deal with people? Is it teaching you how to listen? We have to really, really pay attention. Sometimes we're just not aware of the spiritual curriculum that God has set forth for us. And so we get a little bit agitated because we feel like, well, this is not what I signed up for. This is not what I'm looking to do. I want to do bigger and better things. But listen, we have to be good stewards over the smaller things first. Listen, ain't nobody about to trust you with a big old job title and you don't even know how to master communication. You have to be willing to learn. You have to be willing to learn at all times. You have to be open to receive things all the time, because listen, the opportunity will come, but will you be prepared? So don't even stress your pretty little head. Everything about what you're going through is extremely significant. So do not miss a moment to be grateful. Do not miss a moment to show gratitude for that thing that you're going through right now, because it is most certainly shaping you. It is molding you. It's changing you. Sometimes we have to be crushed and broken down, and sometimes our whole foundation has to be shaken up before we get to the good stuff, right? Think about a grape. Like, when you're about to make some wine, those grapes have to be stomped out. You cannot get wine from a grape unless it is crushed. So if you want to be as fine as wine, this is getting a little corny, wait a minute. What I'm saying is there is a process to get to where it is that you want to go. So don't be discouraged. Always feel inspired. Whenever things start to get a little bit rough for me, I always have in the back of my head, always in the back of my head, I feel like this too shall pass. This is important. This is significant. I'm going to get to the other side of this. And when I do, I will understand why I had to go through that. Maybe while I'm there, my flesh is anxious and uncomfortable. Maybe you feel angry or frustrated, but when you really think about it, your spirit really knows, like, okay, this is just a moment, this is just a season, and I will get through it with flying colors. So my advice is just don't be discouraged. There's so many things that you could do to feel more hope and to feel more important and valuable to the world. Feeling like you want more purpose looks like, okay, I'll read a book and I will finish the book. I'll go out and I'll volunteer. I will start a project and I will finish it. Build that trust in yourself, because when you start things and you don't finish them, sometimes you feel like, well, maybe I don't trust myself. That leads to your confidence kind of wavering, because it's like, well, I'm a procrastinator, so I probably won't get that done. No, be real with yourself. If you start something for yourself, finish that thing. If you have self-care Sunday, don't skip no Sundays, baby, regardless of what is going on in the world. We have to give ourselves the same respect and love that we try to give other people so freely, because the only person that need it most is you, okay? I hope that you all enjoyed this video. Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Leave me a little note down there. I love to hear from y'all.